Hello everyone, today I'm here for Ink and Splatter, and here is the Jungle Buddy from the February release. So I colored them all up, super cute. So on this video I'll be coloring those two cuties. And from this release there's also a fun stencil. I did not use it today. Hopefully I'll use it for next video. Next Monday. I did use this stamp set for the little rock and all those and that branch. And this is from last release, but it works perfectly with this release also. This one is from L'Enfant, this die, so I used that, and I also used the slimline dies from Jada Blossom. So we're gonna get right to the coloring, and I'm gonna do them simple. I had that big stamp set to color all those little jungle guys, so I just went pretty easy. Just one layer of marker and of course some pencil at the end. So yes, if you haven't seen the Ink and Splatter release, you can go check it out. They have some cool samples from the design team. And I'm just coloring this, like I said, super easy. I do have another video coming up for Wednesday. Hopefully it's on time. It's for CC Design. And like I said, I'll have another one for Ink and Splatter next Monday. So I'll use the characters that I didn't use on this card. So I'm just gonna go with those two, like yellows and orange. I do have my craft room done, so I just have to finish and do my videos for it. So there's the pencil for the lighter yellow part. Yeah, so I have to do my video for it. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be next week or the week after or this week. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post it. Whenever I'm done. I've been using my craft room this way. I love that I have all my dies beside the table where I cut. Makes it so much easier. So now I'm just blending with my Gamsol and nib. So yes, this is a little longer than what I've been trying to do lately, but there's two characters being colored on here, and also I do the background too. I color the background, so lots of coloring. There's another little character I do use on this card, but I did not put that one also on here. Maybe I'll put it on next one, depending on how many little characters I use on it. Because yes, it's a fair long one today. So now I'm just gonna put little cheeks on there, put a little bit of pink on the ears. And I start with the orange around the mane, and I do go back the same spots with a darker brown. I just thought it needed a little bit more to be darker. So I left that because I did blend that in. And I just blend that. think there when I paused, I was like, I think it needs to be a little darker. That's why I think I did that. And here is the darker brown. And as you see on the corner there, I do have the pencil marked there, and it stays up for a bit. So you do have time to write it down if you need to. And I like it much better with a little bit darker brown. And just blending that in. And getting there. I do have 4 new videos for Jaded Blossom from last week. I was super busy. Usually I don't do a whole lot of videos like that in a week, but I did. And I'm gonna grab again that same orange that I did start the mane with, and I'm gonna do the outer edge, and I'll leave that be. I'm not gonna go in again with the brown. I just found it needed a little bit of color. So you could go in with the brown also there. So there, I'm gonna blend that in. You can see there's little lines. I'm trying to keep those little lines so there's like texture in there. On the points. So cute. Okay, so that's done. Too cute. On to the next one. Like I said, I'm coloring these super easy. 1 layer, and then for each color, and then pencil at the end. For the nose part and the inside of the ears, I did go a little lighter, but you don't see too much of a difference until you put a little bit of, pencil. I'll go in with a lighter brown on that part, and then darker for the rest of the cat. So then you can see a difference. You'll see there, you don't see too much difference. And that is the same color as the nose of the lion. If you haven't seen it, like, it went so fast because it was just the nose. So if you missed it, that is the same color I use for the nose on the lion. A lot of times I like to use similar colors on the same, like on different little characters, so they all match. Especially when I do a cover up, as I did there. And there's the light brown around the nose and the ears. There's the gray for the inside of the paw. And the darker shade again, the same one I used on the other one. Some of the design team have been posting some of these projects that they made with these cuties. If you haven't seen it, you can always go into the group on Facebook, the Ink and Splatter. Or, like I said, a lot of times Dana puts them in the store for samples. Super cute. So again, just going around with my gamsol and nib. He's so cute. Oh, the giraffes in the little Jeep. Like, that's just adorable. Maybe I'll use that one next time. I'm not sure yet. Really like that one. I didn't use the paper pack, but I did use it on other cards because, like I said, that was part of last month's release, but it matched perfectly with this one. So here I'm gonna put a little bit of pink on the ears and on the cheeks, give him some more color, and he's almost done too. There it is. So cute. Now this is what I created for my background. So the other stamp set that's available with this release has all vines and branches and leaves and stuff. So yeah, I used that one for this. And the sentiment is from the one Jungle Buddies with all the cuties. So I'm just going to do my whole background with that color. And yes, I'm using my Ohuhu markers for this card. I haven't used it for like a whole background like this. I have to say, it's kind of stinky after a bit. They do stink. And sorry, I do go off a little bit because this panel is a slimline, so it's a lot longer than a regular card front. And I have to be comfortable the way I'm coloring, so yeah, I'm gonna be off frame for a bit. And this is also easy peasy coloring. I'm just going with one shade of marker and finishing it off with some pencil. I won't be using pencil with the blue though. I'll be using a little bit of ink, some distressed ink. You'll see that in a bit. And I'm just doing the outside with that anyways. I finally brought it up a bit. I'm gonna add a few flickering lines here and there, so yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect here. Trying to get a nice coverage, but you know, there's always going to be a little bit of streaking here and there, so I just went with it and just added a little bit more here and there, and it worked out okay. I think anyways. And you're covering it up with some of those little critters, and the bottom will have that leaf pattern from that dive from Lawn Font. So yeah, so here I'm just grabbing my pen, my marker, and just putting a little bit of flickering here and there, because it's not perfect. And here's my ink, and I'm just gonna go lightly all around. I'm not doing it dark at all. Very subtle. I don't want it too dark, because then you're covering some of the places where you're going in with markers after. So yeah. So I'm just using the rest of the ink on top a bit. And there is for the little branch. And I do go out of the line right there. But I'll just use the blue one and go over it a bit. It'll just be darker right at that spot, but I wasn't gonna go restart the whole panel again with all that stamping I did. Here I go with the brown for the vine. I kind of wish that I went with just the green, but it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm starting some green here, and there's the color, and I'll leave it on top there for a bit. So I will bring in another green. I don't want the leaves to be all the same color here. And then I do the half of these little leaves, and then I'll bring in that other green. So there is the other one. It's a little lighter. So that one you don't see too much, because the greenery that I'm going to bring in from that dye kind of covers it. I should have put it down before I stamped it, but that's okay. It's not a big element that you say, ooh, I should have. It gets lost, and that's about it. That's all good. So I'm almost done with all the leaves here. And then I go back onto the vine part, and I put a little bit of green on top of that brown. It still reads brown, but it's fine. And here's the little rock, and I put some shading with my pencil. So the pencil is the one that's on top, and then the marker's on the bottom. It just disappeared. I left it a little longer because it was pretty quick, and I'll cut that, and that's what my line's gonna sit on, is that little rock. So you'll see that in a bit. And here I'm putting a pencil on my little branch, and yes, I'm off frame again, so I will skip a little bit of blending because you don't see it, and then I'll leave what you can see a bit there. And I'll be doing a little bit of pencil with the little leaves. So that is the lighter shade of green. And I'm just blending those. It's a lot of leaves, but I really want it to be nice and fuller in the back. It's not crazy full, but a nice background anyways. And I'll go in with a darker green here. And blend that in. So one more. And we're gonna get to building our card, putting all the layers. There, my panel is all done. So 3 3/4 by 8 3/4 is my card base. And the grain is the same size. There's not going to be a white frame or nothing. It'll be the same. It covers it all. Just like so. Because I do have a white panel here. And center it the best I can. Put a little bit of tape inside because I don't like it when it opens up. And there's that panel I just made. And glue that one down. So not too much that is pop dotted on here. So just the little characters will be. And there, I'm just saying that I cut the bottom, so that's why it's kind of wonky. And yeah, if you leave it be what it's supposed to be, it's all good. But because it's so like long, like not long, but thick, I found it took too much of my background. So that's why I slimmed it up a bit. So there's a little bit more to play with because I did that. So there's the second part. I just kind of cut it in half so it wasn't so hard to maneuver it all around. So there. I had to squeeze it all in. There you go. So there's that little rock. I'm going to glue that down. I think I have to move it once more because I find it was a little too much on one side. So I slightly move it just a bit. And there's my little lion. So cute. At this point, I thought I was putting 2 little characters, not 3. But when I have this one on, I found that it was kind of still a little bare, like it wasn't full enough. So then I decided to grab the other one that was already colored. And I really liked the way it came out that way. It just needed another little cutie in there. So there is my card. I love the way it came out. And I'm going to show you once more all the new products from Ink and Splatter. So the stamp. So there is a coordinating die. I just didn't get it on time to go with that stamp. And there is the other 2 product that I used also on this card. And here is my card. Super cute. Hope you like it. And like I said, I'll be back on Monday for Ink and Splatter. So bye.